The qualities that you need to be even just a good enough parent are the opposite of what a narcissist is. After all, empathy is a prerequisite for love. Narcissistic fathers subscribe to the do as I say, not as I do methodology of parenting. They're very punitive, dogmatic, opinionated. They feel superior to other people, and they hold you, their child, as if you are someone who should be an extension of them. The outcome of this for the child, for you, is that you're probably very, very hard on yourself. You feel that you're unworthy of love or kindness, that you have to earn your right to be in a relationship. You'll give and give and give so much of yourself just to feel that you belong. And with your father, you'll find that you've given so much and yet they're never satisfied. It's never enough. And you'll never get any of the things back that you're supposed to get from a father, such as protection, nurturing, kindness, love. A little girl really needs to be adored by her father because he's setting the tone for the rest of her life, for the men that she's going to choose. Narcissistic fathers have shallow emotions. They lack the depth of emotion and feeling that they need to be a good parent, and this leaves the children feeling unseen, like they're unclear about who they are because they're not reflected back in their parents' eyes. There's a lack of affection. And I remember when I was a little girl saying to myself that when I had children, I would never let go of a hug first, and I don't believe I ever did. Narcissistic fathers value other people's opinions of them more than they value their own families. And so this is why they'll act like a good father in front of other people. Behind closed doors, it'll be a whole different story. There's no one thinking, this poor kid is getting abused. And you don't think of it as abuse either. It's normal to you. They have a strong sense of entitlement. They use people. They're envious of people. They're arrogant. You learn to become secretive and protective of your family, not airing the dirty linen in public. Yet when people look at your family, they think you should just be so happy. To them, you look like such a normal and happy family. They don't understand that it's not a good thing that he's there. I get a lot of messages and mail from women who are really bummed out and sad because narcissists will do terrible things like leave you just 2 weeks before your due date or something like that. And so they're really distraught and heartbroken over that. And it's really hard to convince them that because they haven't lived through the nightmare yet, the nightmare of trying to raise children with a narcissist in their life, co-parenting with a narcissist, and that them leaving could just be a blessing in disguise. I know it's awful, but with this guy, I tell them, this particular guy that you're with, this is the best thing that could ever have happened. But they didn't go through that, and so they're heartbroken. They wanted the picture-perfect white picket fence. They wanted all that to happen, and it just isn't. The first step in healing from narcissistic abuse is always the same. And that's why it's become my mantra. Embrace reality at all costs. So Father's Day is a day to celebrate you good fathers. All of you who did it right. And single mothers who didn't get any help from the father and you did both roles. Good for you too. And for all of us here who probably had a narcissistic father, you have a special place in my heart. Have a great weekend, you guys.